Jesus told a parable that has been very difficult for people to interpret down through the centuries. It is a story of a dishonest steward, as it is sometimes labeled. But the steward wasn't so much dishonest as he was incompetent, because the word that is used to describe his activity is the exact same word that is used to describe the activity of the younger son in the parable that we call the prodigal child, also found in Luke's gospel. The manager and the child were wasteful. When the manager was told that he would be fired, he had a window of opportunity in order to take care of his future, because in his own words, he was too weak to do physical labor and too proud to beg. So he went to each of the individuals who owed money to the master and gave them a discount. When the manager heard what had happened, he couldn't help but to chuckle to himself, because this servant, this steward of his, had put him between a rock and a hard place. If he were to go and collect the amount due to him, he would be seen as being cheap, a skinflint. But if he let the manager's actions stand, let the discounts stand, he would be seen as a kind and generous man. In one situation, his status would have risen, and in the other situation, it would have fallen. He was impressed by the ingenuity of the dismissed manager. I believe that Jesus told this parable to remind us that we need to be wise in using the resources that have been given to us. Too often, Christians are very business savvy, but when it comes to the work of God's kingdom, the work of the Christian community, in order to fix the ails of this world, they seem to be totally incompetent. The problem is too large, our resources are too small. I once read that not every church or every individual follower of Jesus, serious follower of Jesus, disciple of Jesus, may not possess all of the gifts of the Spirit, but each congregation, each church, each individual possesses the gifts of the Spirit that are necessary for them to do the work that is at hand, the work that God has assigned to them. I have reflected upon this parable a great deal, and when I think I do not have enough, I realize that God is a God of enough, and that God provides us the resources that we need to be faithful. All we have to do is take that step in faith. Use the gray matter that God has placed between our ears. Let's be as ingenious in doing God's work here on earth as we are in our business and everyday affairs. I'm Forrest Krummel, the pastor at First Federated Church. I hope you have a blessed day.